Hi, my name's Dave. A bit of a serious one for me, this one. But as you can see, the game behind me, if you can, is Discworld. So as you can see here, Discworld 2. As a lot of people know, Terry Pratchett died yesterday, which is a big shame, and it's weird to kind of get into words how much of a thing he was for me personally. So I mean, kind of put it into perspective. I was 11, and when he first kind of entered my life with his books, I read Equal Rites, and it was a book that involved this witch called Granny Weatherwax. I can't remember the name of the little girl, but there was a little girl who was the seventh son of a seventh son of a seventh son, but it turned out that it wasn't a son, it was a woman, and she got the powers of a wizard, and she, all by rights, could be a wizard, but she couldn't be a wizard because she was a girl. And it poked fun at sexism and just talked about it in glorious humorous details, without being bitter and without being prejudiced or saying what you're doing is completely wrong. It basically just highlighted how sexism was still about, even then and now, that it was just done with such a beautiful way of writing, and a little 11-year-old me remembers reading that, and after just playing the first Discworld game, which kind of ties in with my PS1 life, and it was one of the point and click games I had to physically read through the books to understand, because it had this massive lore to it that I wanted to understand. And you know, and the ideas behind chaos theory and small gods. Small Gods is one of my favourite books out of the thing, and you know, like how the real true god of the religion had been left and he turned into a turtle. And the ending to that book, I mean, I'm not going to spoil it here, but the ending to that book is amazing. And yeah, I love that book. And Night Watch, I love Night Watch. I think Night Watch is a fantastic book as well. Something breaking behind me. Excuse me. So like Night Watch was another one. And I remember the Discworld animated show as well, that was done by the guys who did Danger Mouse, so Cosgrove Hall. I remember watching that and loving, I can't remember the name of the fucking thing now. Not Witches Abroad. Weird Sisters, thank you. Weird Sisters. So yeah, they did that as well, Weird Sisters, and they did soul music as well. But it's strange to think he's gone. I know he'd not been making stuff for a while because he'd been very ill, and you know, death has probably took him, and they're having a drink, enjoying themselves. But the man was important to me, and if you've never read any of his books, do read his books and understand, because there'll be nobody like him for a long time, making such beautiful worlds and all the stuff that makes you remember, you know, because fantasy is a brilliant thing, and he did it with so tongue-in-cheek. I think he was poking out the other side sometimes. So, and I think he understood people more than most people. So yeah, I won't forget you, Terry. And I'm sure a lot of other people won't either. Thanks a lot.
There's a place you're always welcome, that's as nice as it can be. Everyone can get in, 'cause it's absolutely free. That's death. need to take a breath. Just lie around all day with not a single bill to pay. Hooray, that's death. No more sicknesses or flu. If you've lived beyond your means, you can die beyond them too. Boo-hoo. Well, the greatest and the finest have already died. Why not simply join them on the other side? That's death. Say farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pills. Amen, that's death. It's a tete-a-tete with fate. If you're not feeling great, then it's the best way to lose weight, mate. Nothing here to hurt you, no one's here to nag. Come die with me if your life's a drag. That's death. The wealthy and well-bred, all of them are here, and they're all completely dead. That's death. No more headaches, no more pain. Of the millions who died, no one came back to complain. You can't take it with you. You can't keep what you've got. So why not just lie back and simply rot? Just simply rot. It's so cool, it's hot. And that's death.